You're now tuned into Bars and Hoops Radio, where the world of hip-hop and sports live.
Peace, King.
Yo, what's poppin'?
Ain't nothing, man. We can't make no noise, man. First and foremost, man, we want to thank you for even taking the time out to rock with us. You know what I mean? I know it's late. I know you on the move. You know what I mean? But, you know, we really appreciate you taking the time to rock with us, man. So before we get into everything, man, for all of the young people out there that's listening to us right now, please explain to everyone who Solomon Childs is and where he's from.
Solomon Childs is from New York City, Staten Island.
Yes, sir.
You know, and I'm a WuTang general. A young WuTang general, because you got WuTang guards.
Yeah.
You know, so you consider, like, you know, the Raekwons and the Ghostfaces and the RZAs and the Capadonnas, the Method Mans. Those is the WuTang guards. That's like the, you know, you ever seen that movie with I forgot the name of it. You know what I mean? But it was like the dude, he had cut Medusa's head off in the movie. Yeah. And he was like the son of Zeus. You know what I mean? And Zeus had a round table of guards. There was other guards with Zeus. That's what the original members of WuTang are.
Yes,
they
sir.
The guards.
Yes, sir.
I'm a general of WuTang, because I'm basically holding this down in this day and time.
Peace. I definitely dig that. So when did you start rapping, and who influenced you to want to be an MC? Let's take it back.
I mean, you know, who influenced me in wanting to be an MC was LL Cool J.
Shout out to LL, Queens.
You know, I always loved LL's energy, you know, once I got turned on to rap music. You know what I mean? Because I was a late comer to hip hop. You know what I mean? My mom's, you know, she was Pat Benatar and Whitney Houston, Sade.
Wow.
Ashford and Simpson, Madonna. You know what I mean? That was her wave. You know what I mean? Jackson, Paul McCartney, you know what I mean? That type of flow. She was on that. And God bless my dad, he was a cowboy, you know what I mean? So he was more into Randy Travis, George Strait, Conway Twitty, Dolly Parton, Willie Nelson, you know, that kind of music. He was more like, you know, into country western. So, you know, that was what I heard, you know, during the day, you know, when I was with my moms and when I was with my dad. So I didn't really know too much about hip hop till I kind of went to high school, and my cousins and them was beating on the lunchroom tables and they was reciting.
Yes, sir.
Big Kane, you know what I mean? You know, half stepping. And I had never heard that before. So, you know, they had basically turned me on and was like, yo, listen, you got to go watch Video Music Box. And I was like, I don't know what that is. I don't know what Video Music Box is. They was like, you got to turn your TV to channel 31. But I was like, yo, I don't got channel 31. My TV only go up to 13.
Turn it to that U.
They said you got to put it on U and use the other button. You know what I mean? So I was like, okay. And, you know, when I first turned it on and shit, I called my cousin Will. I was like, yo, Will, man, you lied to me, man. Why you do that to me for? He's like, what you talking about? Yo, there's a man on here painting with a blowout, with a curly blowout. You know what I mean? He's painting a picture. Ain't no fucking videos or nothing on here.
You talking about my dude too, the white dude that be painting. He be bad cool when he talk.
Yeah. God bless him. His name is Bob Evans. You know what I mean?
Bob, yeah.
You know what I mean? So, you know, he was like, you know, nah, you know, you gotta wait. It's gonna come on at 3:30. Just be patient. I'm like, all right. I hung up with the nigga. That 3:30, that shit dropped. Been pinning it. I was like, what the fuck is this? I felt like I was in a different world. I felt like I just tapped in that I was like not even supposed to know about. And it was like, you know what I mean? It was like, yo, you know, the first video that came on, it was Special Ed. I got it made.
Wow.
You know what I mean?
Wow.
And it was like, yo, this is VJ Ralph McDaniels. You know, we gonna get right into it.
Word the mother.
Led, I got it made. And I'm like, what the fuck is this? This nigga looked like me, meaning he was young like me. He had the curly hair.
Yes, sir.
Had cool bitches in it. He didn't have a bunch of gold on. He was just chilling, having a good time. I was like, yo, man, fuck a doctor, fuck a lawyer. What the fuck I want to do when I'm older, man? You know what I mean?
No
So
doubt.
no, that was it for me and shit. You know what I mean? And then, you know, when I would try to rap, because I didn't know how to rap and shit. You know what I mean? But because I was a knucklehead. I was smart, but I was a knucklehead. So
Understood.
I didn't really have a tremendous vocabulary. You know what I mean? So I would make up words. Myological, ideological, theological, reological, theological. And the OG niggas would be like, he ain't saying nothing, but he sound good. You know? And it was like, yo, he sound like Kool G Rap. So that got me to studying Kool G Rap. And I was like, oh, I guess I sound like him because I got the list.
Yes. Yes. 100%.
You know, and it was like, you know, so many people looked up and felt like G Rap was one of the greatest to ever do it, which he was.
Yes, indeed.
So that made me get more dedicated to the craft of hip hop music. And then, you know, I got turned on to LL Cool J, and he was so versatile because he could sing Mama Said Knock You Out, and then he could take your girl panties off at the same time. So I was like, you know what? Yeah, this my idol right here. This is my GOAT of greatest of all.
No doubt. So, how did you come up with the name Solomon Childs, and did you go by something else before that?
Yeah, I used to go as Killer Bams. You know what I mean? I would be riding the ferry with my god brother Capadonna.
Shout out to Capadonna.
It was like, you know, we was killer bees. So I figured it would only be right. Plus I looked up to, you know, being incarcerated with a lot of Brooklyn kids. You know, I kind of like, you know, I have family in Fort Greene and, you know, family in Brownsville. You know, I'm family in East New York. You know what I mean? And
yeah,
you know, being that I was so affiliated with Brooklyn kids, that made me idolize a lot of Brooklyn legends like Killer Ben and the real 50 Cent.
Killer Ben, word up.
You know what I mean? So it was like, you know, I said, well, damn, I want to be Killer Ben. And my man was like, nah, you can't be Killer Ben, no. You know what I mean? Because Killer Ben is Killer Ben. You got to be somebody else. So I was like, all right, so I'm gonna be Killer Bams. He was like, all right, that's dope. You know what I mean? And I was rocking with Killer Bams for a minute. And then I had came home with a demo, and I had let my moms hear it. And my mom's was like, okay, baby, you got it. Okay. Yeah. She was like, well, what you gonna call yourself? I said, I'm gonna call myself Killer Bams. She said, nah, not my son. Oh, man. I said, what you mean, Ma? Said, nah, I didn't name you Killer nothing. So you can't be that. You got to come up with something else. So my middle name was Solomon, you know what I mean? And her maiden name was Childs. And at the time, you know, Ray and Ghost and, you know, Meth and them, they had aliases like Lex Diamonds and Johnny Blaze, you know. So I said, fuck it. I'll be Killer Bams, but my AKA will be Solomon Childs.
That's crazy.
So, you know what I mean? What?
Nah, that's dope. Damn. So, being that you just named a couple of heavyweights, man, the Wu and the Staten Island, just let everybody know what artists have you worked with in the past?
I worked with everybody and shit. I did a lot of shit, you know what I mean? A lot of good music.
Yes,
I mean, I done worked with from all kinds of rap kids, I mean, it's like it goes on. I work with a lot of people, a lot of legends, you know what I mean? Big Blige, Ashanti, you know what I mean? You know, I work with a lot of legends, you know what I mean? Busta Rhymes, Jadakiss, Ghostface Killahs, Capadonna, the RZA, you know, you know, I worked with a lot of people, you know what I mean? And I pay homage, and I'm very humble, and I'm very grateful that we had able to work with those legends and, you know, keep it going and continue to keep making the music like I am today.
No doubt. So being that you started a little bit later than the average rapper, like you said, What is it? What was it like working with guys like Ghost, Cap, your brother-in-law Capo, and RZA?
Very demanding and very competitive at the same token, very expecting it to be one way and that only way. You know what I mean? It's like expect greatness. So if you're not really giving greatness, it's like you ain't really you're not there. So it's like, I had to have the greatness within myself before I even made it to the studio. You know what I mean?
Wow.
A prime example is the song "Stroke of Death" that I did and Ghost.
Yes.
I remember we was in the studio. We was in the studio about 40 deep, and RZA was playing beats for Ghost's new album, for his Supreme Clientele album.
Classic.
They was going through albums. Going through beats.
Yeah.
So the beat had came on. Bimpin', 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 and he turned it off.
Wow.
Niggas in their own zones, smoking, drinking, chit-chatting, whatever. Ghost bypassed it. It was nothing.
What?
I'm like, wait. What you doing, Rob? That was fire right there. So he put it back on. Bimpin', and nobody.
Can I ask you something? I hate to cut you off, but I don't see no beat permitted on that. So is it is it a sample or you chopped it up or something?
Nah, I think it's a loop. I think it's a loop.
It's a loop.
Yeah, it's just a loop. It's like, I think where it goes is where it goes back to the beginning. It was just one little small
loop.
Off
time, but it's on at the same time. That's it.
Yeah. And I don't think brothers heard it the way I heard it.
Nah.
Because when I heard it, I was like, that's fire.
Yes.
And it was like, nah, everybody was like, nah, you bugging the fuck out. That's not. So RZA was like, yo, you really like this, man, or you just saying that shit? I'm like, nah, this shit is fire. He's like, all right, it's fire. I'm gonna set you up in the band booth. Because RZA had two booths. He had a recording booth and he had a band booth where it had like drum sets and shit in there.
Yes.
He was like, yo, I'm gonna set you up in that booth and I'm gonna let you rock out in there. Go right to it if you think it's dope.
And he
put it on. He put it on, right? No lie. Allah be my Shaheed. Yo, I was in the booth for 5 minutes.
What?
5 minutes, no more. So I came out the booth. So I came back in the mega board room where everybody smoking and drinking.
Yeah.
So I was like, yo, what's up? I'm finished. He's like, get the fuck out of here, man. You finished. I'm like, I'm finished. I'm finished already. I want to record it. He was like, all right, go ahead, man. Go in the recording booth. Let's see what you got. And he put it on. Solomon Mark for life, $1 million to life, Thug for life, Iron the Kid, 89, stick up kid. Yo, Ghost said, after I came out the booth, Ghost said, yo, listen, I don't give a fuck what you throwing on tonight. Everything else is shut down. This song right here is what we doing tonight.
Yes, sir.
And RZA was like, yo, this is it. And RZA said, yo, I'm on it too. I got to get on this too.
Wow. So you inspired RZA to jump on that.
Yeah, we made a classic that night.
What? Classic. Boy, that one is one of the joints that stand out the most on that album. And that album is a classic.
Yeah, facts.
Or the mother, man, for real. So fast forward, who exactly are the artists that make up the Theodore unit?
Me, Trife the God, Sean Wiggs. The Theodore unit is crazy because, the Theodore unit was supposed to be something before it was what it was. Okay. I remember we had went to Miami and the original Theodore unit was supposed to be me, JoJo Pellegrino, and Trife the God. That was supposed to be the original Theodore unit. Wow. But I don't know what happened. I don't know what got crossed, but JoJo didn't fuck with it.
Wow.
He kind of was doing his own thing.
Yeah.
So that made Sean Wiggs was already with a group called OTF, Authorized Fam. And in
Oh,
that group was Ghost's partner, Mike Caruso's brother, Mario.
wow.
And that was Sean Wiggs. He was in that group as well. So he was already family. So he was just basically like, once he came to the studio and had his bars up, it was like, fuck it. Sonny with it. So we gonna put Son down with it. And it was like, we had the Crime Life kid and we had the no Smiles because they was with TMF. You know what I mean? So they was a part of it. Capadonna was family. He was a part of it.
Yes, indeed.
So it was, Theodore unit is kind of big. It's at the end of the day, it's still a family thing. So it's really like, all them people that I said, they members at heart, you know what I mean? But as far as like on the album, it was just basically considered me, Trife the God, and Sean Wiggs.
Okay.
So when Ghostface shouting it out, that's the Theodore unit too, right?
Yeah, that's the same.
About? He's not a part of it too.
Nah,
Ghost?
Nah, Ghost.
No, not Ghost.
Nah.
Yeah, Ghost is the originator of it. Him and Trife originated. They came up with the name.
Okay. So fast forwarding, like, what was your thoughts like on that WuTang documentary that they put out? You know what I mean? What was your feelings on it when you actually saw it play out on TV on a big screen?
I mean, I'm a team player. You know what I mean? Yeah. I'm never a hater of any kind. I'm always a motivator. So, especially for my team.
Yes,
so
sir.
When I'm in that theater and I'm looking at my brothers on TV having a good time and laughing and joking with each other and snapping on each other, that felt amazing for me. You know what I mean? And especially like the last part when Mitchell Diggs, Devon, was on the yacht and he was basically getting ready to say like, yo, I'm about to give y'all my version. Cause I fuck with Von for a long time. Yeah. So for me to see Von on the big screen, cause Von is shy. You know what I mean?
Wow.
So he don't really, you said how?
I said, wow. I'm like, wow, I would never.
Yeah. Von is shy when it comes to that like camera shit.
Okay.
Yeah. Von is a boss, but he's kind of shy when it comes to that camera shit. He ain't really like, he's not a up in your face type of person with that camera shit. Yeah. So for me to see him in the Gucci suit on the yacht with the cameras, the mic getting put on him and all that almost brought tears to my eyes.
Wow. And Ghost is your cousin for the record, right?
Facts. Yeah.
Right, that's what it is. Word, man. So a lot of artists back in the days who got in the game at an early age fell victim to like them 360 deals, man. What's your thoughts on the game today? And if you had a chance to do it all over again, what would you change and why?
You know what? I think if I'm gonna address the 360 deals, I think what happens with a lot of people is that some MCs is lazy. Yeah. And when they lazy, when you lazy, you have lack of knowledge when you lazy.
100%.
The 360 deal is like in all reality, the 360 deal is a stepping stone. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. And I think if people realized that it was a stepping stone, they would be more productive and more prosperous with that 360 deal.
Yes.
Sometimes people be thinking like, oh, I'm gonna get a deal and automatically I'm gonna wake up in the morning and I'm gonna be Little Baby.
Gotcha.
Or I'm gonna wake up in the morning and I'm gonna be the Migos. You're not gonna really do that when you get that first 360 deal. You gotta let it work for you, and you gotta work.
No doubt.
Work.
No
and
doubt.
Work.
No
and
doubt.
A lot of people don't work. They think it comes right to them with no work.
That's a fact.
And that's basically where it's at, because it's a stepping stone. You gotta get from point A to point B. Yo, my man, right? My man Matt, Mark, M80, yes. Mark Markov, Matthew Markov. He said something to me the other day. He said, you know what? You gotta have a catalog of sales, not a catalog of music. A catalog of music is dope. Yeah. You paid homage. You a veteran when it comes to spitting bars. But in order for a label to actually get behind you in a major way, you have to have a history of sales. Yeah. And the only way you get a history of sales is to keep being consistent, dropping music.
That's indeed.
Sure, your first project might only do 30 copies. But you know what? If you drop another one 3 months later, guarantee you, if they promote it right, and if you get behind your own project and not go to Neiman Marcus and buy every Gucci belt on the fucking slot,
yes.
if you get behind your own shit, then it's like, oh, okay, this kid is pushing, he's climbing. You got dudes that's out there that's major artists. Yeah. And they're not on every radio station statewide.
100%.
Like a prime example is Kevin Gates.
Yes.
Kevin Gates is huge.
Yes, indeed.
You don't hear Kevin Gates music in New York.
Nah, you don't.
You don't hear Kevin Gates music in Jersey.
100%.
You don't hear it in Philly. You don't hear it in Atlanta.
Yep.
But I guarantee you, wherever they play Kevin Gates music, he is popping.
That's a fact. That's a whole fact. For real.
Yo, my wife is a New York girl to the max. Her favorite artist is Kevin Gates.
Wow.
She always says, babe, I like your music, but you number 2 though, babe. I'll be like, wait, what? What the fuck you mean I'm number 2? Who's number 1? Babe, you know Kevin Gates is number 1, babe. I'm like, damn, this nigga Kevin Gates, son.
Like, yo, we got to do a record together, fam. Word the most.
But you know what? The crazy thing?
Yeah.
She say that. Yo, babe, you got to do a record with Kevin Gates, babe.
Wow.
All the time. That's her favorite work. You got to do a record with Kevin Gates. You and him remind me of each other so much.
That's
and I'm
dope.
like, all right.
Shout out to the wife, man. Shout out to the wife being the number 1 supporter, for real. Word the mother, man. So, speaking of guys like Kevin Gates, man, so with the emergence of companies like United Masters, CD Baby, like Bandcamp, and all those other platforms, do you think that the game is oversaturated with MCs that aren't really qualified to be MCs?
Nah, you know why? Because everybody don't got the budget to go to the next level.
100%.
You know what I mean? So basically, it's just people out there, you know, believing what they believe in and dropping it on their own. Cool. Do what you do. You know what I mean? It's like an app. You know what I mean? And you able to drop your music on an app. The crazy thing is that they own, it's fucked up because it's like, yo, your own people won't support your shit.
100%.
When you put it on Bandcamp, when you put it on CD Baby, your own people won't go there and buy your shit. Man, so it's like, you know, it can't really be that saturated because at the end of the day, your own family ain't buying it.
That's a fact.
And then you ain't taking that money to get it to the next level to throw it in your family's face. Like, look, I did this without you, nigga.
No doubt.
Instead, you going to fucking Tyrone and getting the 8th.
Ooh, talk about it.
Ahmed, and you going to get a bag of Fanto.
Talk about it. Talk about it. And priorities be all screwed up, man.
You feel me?
Yes, indeed.
But you in the huddle in the middle of the hood talking about, yeah, I'm the next. I'm next.
Exactly. And they ain't putting no work in. Nothing. For real. So being that you've been rocking for a long time, I know you did a lot of touring before COVID and a lot of shows, man. Explain to like the youngins the importance of tour experience and just being experienced on the stage.
It's not easy, you know. Tour experience is not easy, you know. Experience on the stage is not easy. Yo, we did a tour and shit, right? We did a tour with it was called a Project Revolution tour, you know what I mean? It was Ghostface and the Theodore unit on the second stage.
Yeah.
On the second stage was Ghostface Theodore unit, Mobb Deep, MOP, who else? Some of the rock bands, but we was the main hip hop. We was the 3 hip hop acts on that stage, and the other acts was rock. And then on the big stage, not the big stage, but stage 1.
Yeah.
Was Korn, Linkin Park,
Yes.
Snoop Dogg.
Wow.
They was on the big stage. So I remember we did that, that tour, and it was something. It was something because you had to really be on your A game every single show.
Yes, indeed.
Every show. You you had to be on your A game. And at the time, I wasn't even like right now, I work out twice a day.
Yes,
then,
sir.
I was a fat nigga.
Yes, sir.
You know what I mean? So I wasn't even working out. I was tired, breathing hard, sweat, big white tee. You know what I mean?
Yes, sir.
Looking like I was from New Orleans. You know what I mean? So it was crazy. It was crazy. You got to be ready. You got to be ready for that life. It's not as easy as people think it is. People thinking like, that's why I respect artists like God bless Biggie Smalls. Because what Big did, Big helped a lot of MCs.
Yeah.
Whether they know it or not, Big helped you. Because Big gave you the opportunity to use the same word and rap that same word throughout the whole verse. 1, 2, 3. I'ma be back at 3. I'ma see your girl at the club at 3. Don't move next to me because I'ma kill you in 3. A lot of dudes didn't really understand how Big came because Big shit was where it was like because Big was a big kid.
Yeah.
So he had to do that kind of style. He couldn't get on stage and start rapping like Nas.
Nah, hell no. Hell no.
Through the life cameras and action glamour glitters and gold, I unfold the scroll. He couldn't do that.
The global number C's.
Big was lost along on stage.
Yeah. Yeah. And it's funny you say that, man, because with health awareness being at an all-time high right now and COVID-19 running rampant through our communities, before COVID-19, what was your go-to meal when you was on tour? Because I know y'all be out for weeks and months at a time. What was your go-to meals and how did you stay on point health-wise on tour?
I mean, again, like I said, I wasn't really healthy when I was on tour.
Oh.
You know what I mean? Before COVID, I wasn't. That's what I'm saying. It's like I got healthy. I was getting healthy, right? I was going to the gym hard, working out hard.
Yeah, I seen you hitting that. I seen you hitting that heavy bag too.
Yeah, but before that, I was smoking bud. Before this workout, Solomon, there was another workout, Solomon, and I was working out hard, but I was blowing bud because one of the dudes at the gym has showed me a clip of Schwarzenegger smoking bud. So that kind of gave me like the excuse to continue to smoke bud. I was like, well, shit, Schwarzenegger was motherfucking Mr. US, Mr. Universe.
Heard the mother.
So if he was smoking bud while working out, fuck it, I can. And I got clapped. And when I got shot, I had already quit smoking cigarettes about 3 years before that. But once I got shot, it was like, you know what I mean? I was like, I needed to bounce back fast because I didn't want to be laying down because I knew if I laid down too long, number one, Allah gave me the strength to get back up.
100%.
So I knew that once he gave me that strength to get back up, I said, if I lay down too long, I'm a become a Jabba the Hutt nigga. And I don't want that. I don't want to be a fat nigga. You know what I mean? I don't want to. That's not what I want. You know what I mean? I don't want to be taking a piss and my stomach hides my dick.
The winky do. Stomach stick out more than your winky do. That's what
So
they
I
say.
said, nah, I can't do that. So I got up. You know what I mean?
No question. And I understand that you were, shot accidentally. I was going to get to that too. It was a drive-by shooting. It wasn't really meant for you, was it?
No, it wasn't a drive-by shooting. I'm glad you said that because now I could, put it in perspective.
Yeah.
Nah, it wasn't a drive-by shooting. It was some people that I didn't know. And had their own objective of what they was doing that morning. Okay. And I came and kind of intervened on that. You know what I mean? Okay. Because one of the dudes, yo, what up? I ain't know him. You know what I mean? So I ain't really say nothing to him. And at the time, it's like I guess it was like a transition for me from bad nigga to good nigga. Yes, well, from bad nigga to not so bad nigga. You know what I mean? Because he said, what's up? And I ain't saying nothing back. I just kept it pushing. And the nigga said, well, fuck you then. And I turned around and I was like, fuck who then? What you talking about? And I started going towards the nigga. Yeah. And he started backing up like, yo, you don't want to do that. I don't want to do what, motherfucker? What don't I want to do? Because I'm thinking nigga weighs like about 11 pounds wet. So if I could grab the hammer from him, I'm going to take the hammer from him and disarm the nigga. That's the wave I was on. Yeah. But I thought the nigga was by himself, but he wasn't. And this man shot me from behind.
Wow.
You know what I mean?
I thought it was something totally different. You know what I mean?
Yeah, this man shot me from behind. And then when I was crouched over, you know what I mean? They shot me again in the back.
Yeah, wow.
You know?
So
the doctor told my wife, he works out a lot, don't he? And my wife was like, yeah. She was like, that's what saved him. His muscles were he was so, brolic that the bullets, they didn't have a chance to travel. It's like they went in and they stuck right there. The one that went to the back. But the one that hit me in the neck came out my mouth.
Wow.
Yeah, it broke my teeth. That's why I got these dumbass gold teeth in my mouth.
Listen,
stupid shit.
Listen, it fit, man. No
young niggas. It's crazy because young niggas I'll smile and shit at the young nigga or whatever, like, yo, what's up, G? I see you and shit. They be like, yo, what the fuck they call them shits, man? Oh man.
Fronts?
Yeah, nah, they don't call them fronts no more, man. They call them some other shit now, man.
Oh, I don't know what it is now. I'm lost.
Yeah, call them, you know what I mean? They be like, you know what I mean?
Oh,
like
the grill. Your grill?
Yeah, your grills. Yeah. They be like, your grills, though, them shits is fire. Your grills. And I'm like, man, I don't got these shits in for no fucking fame, nigga. This ain't no fashion show. I hate these shits in my mouth, man.
Yo. All right, so with your experience that you just explained, is there any words of wisdom that you would like to share with the youth of today that are out there killing one another? Because as you see, we just lost another one in hip hop, King Vaughn, you know what I mean, in Atlanta. And, this culture has given birth to people like Tekashi 6ix9ine that glorify shit that they really not doing. Is there any type of words of wisdom that you would like to share with the youngins that's probably listening to us right now?
I think the words of wisdom that I would like to share with them is that, one thing that my second mom, God bless her name was Miss Florence. She always told me that no matter what, there's always gonna be somebody tougher than you.
100%.
There's always gonna be somebody bigger than you. There's always gonna be somebody who wants to smoke more than you do. Mm-hmm. Even though you want to smoke, she always used to tell me that, I know you want to smoke. I know how you give it up. You ain't no punk. But believe me, there's always going to be that one person who just wants to turn up way more than you do. And he don't got nothing to live for. You do.
100%.
So my advice to them would be, know what you got to live for. And if that's what you really love, then walk away.
100%.
If that's what you really love, talk it out. If you can't talk it out, walk away.
No doubt.
If you could live today, if you could be a punk today and live tomorrow, it's okay. Because 9 times out of 10, that dude who wasn't a punk today, he won't be around tomorrow.
100%. 100%. For real. So I ask this question to all artists that I speak to and I interview, man. So I know that I know you got the cheat code already. So I already know you might answer it 1, 2, 3. But if you had the opportunity to work exclusively on a project with one other rapper, dead or alive, and one producer, who would it be and why?
Damn. One other producer.
That's it. It's
artist.
One producer and one artist. Dead or alive.
Artist, dead or alive. Damn, dead or alive. That shit's crazy. I don't know, man. That's kind of hard.
Yeah. One dead or alive artist and one producer. Just one producer. I know you're gonna say RZA, but nah. Other than RZA.
I'm gonna say RZA though, because I worked with RZA already. So
yes,
what
sir.
I was honestly to change the game up.
Yeah.
If I could, I would probably like to do a best of both worlds album.
Wow.
With me and Michael Jackson.
Wow.
Because you said dead or alive, and it's a fantasy. Not a fantasy, but it's a wish.
Yeah,
so it would be, I would want Michael and I would want Quincy Jones.
Ooh. See, you thinking smart. You looking at the big paper.
Yeah, I'm looking at big paper.
Sure.
I want paper.
Yeah, he's gonna make sure that come out polished. He gonna be like,
yeah.
You gotta do it this way.
Yeah, you know what I mean?
And Mike gonna put on the real voice.
Yeah, imagine a Jay-Z and R. Kelly album, but Solomon Childs and Michael Jackson.
Oh man. So Childs, man, you know what I mean?
Mama live in the back of fucking the West Indies now in a mansion.
She like this. Where's the mama? Big old mansion. Mango trees and all that in the backyard. Get up in the morning. Pick one. Word the mother.
Peaches.
So I ain't go. I know I held you for a little while, man. So we almost done. But what's your social media handles and how can people contact and support you and what you're doing?
Everything is Solomon Childs. You know what I mean? My Instagram is S_Childs. I got the stupid blue check shit.
Man, it's sure good.
You know, nah, it ain't all good though. It's all good now. It ain't all good. It ain't all good. I went through a lot of shit behind the blue check shit, man. Cause when I first got the blue check, I had woke up one morning and shit, and my man King Tiger, the little young boy King Tiger, he out there, you know, doing a lot of moves and shit. Shout out to King Tiger. He was like, he said, yo, congratulations, bro. I said, congratulations. What you talking about? Yeah. He said, congratulations on the blue tick. I'm like, the blue tick? I'm like, what the fuck is you talking about? He's like, yo, the blue tick on Instagram, bro. So mind you, I was in the bed and my wife was asleep next to me, but I had the phone on speaker. Yeah. I'm like, yo, I don't know what you're talking about, blue tick, bro. He's like, yo, you verified on Instagram now. So boom, I went there and I looked at it. I said, oh shit, I got that blue check shit. That's live. So I turned back over. I went to sleep for another hour or two. My wife woke up. She was making breakfast and shit. I went to the kitchen. I'm like, yo, what's up, babe? She like, nah, don't what's up, babe, me. I'm like, wait, what? What the fuck? We had a good night. I ain't go to bed mad at you and shit. You ain't go to bed mad at me. What the fuck is going on? Yeah. Oh, you got the blue check now. All kinds of bitches is going to be in your DM.
God. Oh, man.
I'm like, wait, what? So I called Instagram. I'm like, yo, I didn't ask for that shit. I called Instagram. I wrote them, I'm like, yo, Instagram, why the fuck y'all niggas put that blue check on my page for? I need y'all to take that shit down. Instagram called me. They never call nobody.
That's crazy.
Them niggas called me. They said, excuse me. Is this correct, what you said in your email? I'm like, yeah, what the fuck? I didn't ask y'all niggas to put that shit on me. They said, yo, this is historic right here. I said, what do you mean? They said, we usually have people that are flipping on us because we won't give them the blue check. Yes. You're the first person to flip on us because we gave you the blue check.
Wow.
They said, unfortunately, Mr. Childs, we cannot take the blue check off. Sorry. Enjoy the rest of your day.
That's crazy.
I couldn't believe it and shit, man. That shit fucked my head up, man.
That's crazy. That's crazy, man. So what platforms can people find all of your music, and what do you have? What are you working on now so that people can be on the lookout for?
I got 2 joints right now. I got King Kong in New York, Volume 2, The Return of Kong.
Yes, sir.
You know what I mean? That's executive produced by Ghostface Killahs. So you know that's coming right now. And then you know after that I got an album called Versatile. You know with a brother of mine called Devo. He's from the UK. He's a dope producer. Me and him are doing some really, 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 really great music. I'm doing a lot of harmonizing. I'm really getting into me as an artist. Yeah. You know, and I'm just taking it off from there. And then I got my man Met, you know, Met's music. You know, me and him are doing some like, you know, retro type sounds. You know, a little bit of Jodeci.
Nice.
A little bit of Boyz II Men, Avant, you know, some real retro type flows, you know what I mean? And you know, we rocking out with that.
Nice.
So, you know, a lot of good things is coming out, you know what I mean? A lot of good music is coming out. Like I said, my handle for Instagram is S_Childs. My handle for Twitter is Almighty Childs, and Facebook is Solomon Childs.
No doubt, man. No doubt, man. So, Solomon, man, we appreciate you, King, man. Thank you for taking the time out to rock with us on a Wednesday night, fresh from the gym. You know what I mean? I really appreciate that, man. You know what I mean? We definitely look forward to having you back on again, hopefully in person. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, that'll be dope. That'll be dope.
Man.
You know, we chop it up. You know, I'll get a few chains and shit, put a chain on or something, you know what I mean?
Yes,
so
sir.
On camera, you know what I mean? You know, what y'all say, y'all in Queens, right?
Yeah, we in Queens, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah. You know, I can look at the menu. I can't make an order, you know what I mean? Yeah. But I could definitely look at the menu, you know what I mean? Meaning the pretty girls that's in Queens, you know what I mean?
Yeah, word.
Oh, I could definitely look at the menu though, you know what I mean? But I can't make an order, so you know I gotta make sure that when I come out there, you know, I look the part, you know what I mean?
Gotta be careful. Well, you might be listening. Word to mother.
Believe me, I know about Queens girls. Shout outs to Audrey Moore. You know what I mean?
Shout out to Audrey.
Girls. They are a handful.
Word to mother.
Bet that. No hold barred.
Nah, listen, man. So whenever you're ready, man, you know what I mean? You got the math. We connected on Facebook. I mean, Instagram and all that. So let me know, man. We'll line it up again. You know what I mean? I really appreciate you taking the time to rock with us today, for sure.
Indeed. I really appreciate y'all having me on too, man. I really appreciate it.
No doubt, King. So you enjoy the rest of your evening, fam.
Yes, you too, all right?
All right, peace.
Peace.
All right.